You know you got your work cut out for you. You have to make 3 thumbnails.
Yep.
Well, luckily these 2 movies are, can be put in the same podcast, so that's good. That's a good thing, right? That's good. You just have to.
You're lucky I'm working on it in a minute. But
just have to draw all of the Avengers.
I don't even know what I'm doing for this thumbnail. Whatever you guys see when this gets posted is going to be what it is.
Yep.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Charming Analysis podcast. I'm Mari.
I'm Jay.
And my bean subjected me to the 4-hour-long movie for the fucking Avengers.
Uh-huh. Because they like to torture you.
Anyway, today we're going to be talking about Avengers Infinity War and Endgame, because my bean apparently wanted to torture me because apparently he was tortured by Elemental and Ruby Gillman Teenage Kraken.
Yes.
Which in my opinion is not even that bad.
What, did I torture you with this? Did I really
Not
torture you
really,
with this?
to be honest. Like, it was alright, but why don't you explain what it is for those who don't know? Even though at this point, most people probably know what this is.
Come on, most people know what this is.
For those who don't know, why don't you explain what it is?
It is about... well, first off, these are a series of Marvel movies that have been spanning for...
A very long time.
A very long time. I think... I don't know, when did the first Captain America come out? Or no, it was Iron Man. I think Iron Man came out in 2008, I believe.
I have no idea.
So, about 10 years, which is insane to me. But this is all like one big super 2-part finale to this whole like, let's stop the evil bad guy from taking note.
It's basically
from erasing existence, pretty much.
Well, it's basically a finale to like the OG like characters in a sense, because after this movie, I think like Blue Beetle and stuff started.
No, that's DC.
Oh, that's DC.
That's DC. You booty.
You get what I mean, but like it's basically not really the last movie that they've done, but it's the last like big one with these characters, I think, at least that I can think of. But yeah, so I thought it was alright. It wasn't that bad, in my opinion.
Which one are you talking about?
Both of them. We're talking about both of them together.
You're talking about both of them?
Yeah, like both of them were alright, honestly. Like, I wasn't opposed to it, and I wasn't upset about it, so I guess that's a good thing to say.
Okay.
It was honestly a lot more interesting than I thought it was going to be. Does this make me want to watch all the Marvel movies? Fuck no.
I don't either.
But getting into this, really, because I'm not really a superhero person. The only superheroes I like are Wolverine, Deadpool, and the Miles Morales Spider-Man, really. And that's like it. And like Blue Beetle, which we haven't seen the movie for. But
haven't even seen Blue Beetle.
I've seen iterations of Blue Beetle, like from the Batman series. So.
Oh, okay.
So I do like Blue Beetle as well, but eventually I would like to watch the Blue Beetle movie with you, because I think that'd be a fun podcast to do.
Yeah.
Because I actually like Blue Beetle, but other than that, I'm not really a superhero person. Those are my only 4 exceptions.
That's a lot of exceptions.
It's 4.
Still, that's a lot of exceptions.
Those are the only ones I like.
That's still exceptions to the rule, you know? You still will be okay with superhero stuff if it was, if it was your cup of tea.
You get my point. I only like a few of them. A lot of these other characters,
And
I'm not
Marvel can suck it.
Yeah, because I feel like these guys have done better movies, in my opinion. The X-Men movies are good. Deadpool I just like in general, because it's just Deadpool. Miles Morales Spider-Man does stuff different from the other Spider-Man that I've seen. Mm-hmm. And I only seen a little bit of Blue Beetle, so I haven't seen a lot of it, but I would like to get into Blue Beetle a bit more. But anyway, I thought it was alright. I basically went into this blind because Jay's technically seen this like twice already, which I find insane. You've seen this twice?
Yes.
So, do I think it's a bit long for a fucking end movie? Honestly, yeah. This is basically 5 hours. We literally started watching this at like 6. We were literally watching these movies since 6 o'clock today.
Yep.
That's how long it took for us to get it. But that's because we took
now
breaks.
It's midnight.
Yeah, like it took like 4 or 5 hours, but that's because we took a bunch of breaks, which is fine because I needed it at that point. Because I'm not sitting down for an entire ass movie.
You would have not sat down in that
I would have not done that unless you bought us like dinner or something. I would have only watched this in theaters if you had bought me dinner. And we just ate it in the theater because honestly at that point I'm just like, bro, this movie was so fucking long.
Yeah.
The pacing on some parts was kind of meh, but overall it's decent. I don't mind it. Do I think it's the best superhero movie ever? I feel like there's better. Stop wiggling your eyebrows. Like, I feel like there's better movies out there, but I can see where all the
Deadpool movies are not better than this. I swear to God. You say that, I will fucking just...
I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying, personally, for my cup of tea, is it the best superhero movie I've ever seen? No.
No.
But I will admit, I can see what all the hype is about.
Could you see this being the biggest shit when it came out?
I could see the hype for all this. I can understand people being very excited for these two movies. Like, I get the hype now. Because at first I was like, why is everyone getting so, like, excited over this? I can kind of see why now. And some parts weren't that bad. I will say this. I liked all the little quips that they made over the course of the two movies. Mm-hmm. Honestly. First one kind of did a lot more than the second, to be honest, but I feel like the pacing on some areas could have been a bit better. Like, there was a lot where they were just trying to find people, and they were just, like, joking with each other.
I mean, that was basically, like, yeah, that was basically all the two movies. It was like, oh, we gotta stop Thanos from getting all the Infinity Stones. And then it's like, oh, we gotta prevent him from getting all the Infinity Stones.
But yeah, like, I don't mind the idea of them, like, spending the movie doing that, but it's like, is that really all you're gonna do?
Yes.
For the movies?
Yes.
Like, the first one ended, like, at the weirdest spot, and then the next movie started, like, at, like, that same spot, but then,
I like that. I like the way that it just ended with this ambiguous, like, just sadness. It was sad, but but that's just a way to do a two-parter, man. You just end with, like,
I will say
uncertainty.
Out of all the two-parters I've seen so far, minus Spider-Verse, because I would like to eventually, because whenever that does come out, I feel like it would be better than this personally, but out of all the two-parters that I have personally seen, because I've seen the last Harry Potter movie, two-parter, I've seen...
You saw all the Harry Potter movies?
I watched Harry Potter, like, a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
Not recently, but, like, a long time ago, because J.K. Rowling's a bitch. And I'm not going through all that.
Doesn't respect me.
Yeah, and I'm not going through that whole franchise
You're
again.
not gonna go back to be a fan of Harry Potter.
I wasn't even that big on Harry Potter. I just watched it.
Why did you watch the fucking movies?
Because my family liked it, and also we were watching it since it came out.
Did you go to Harry Potter Land?
No, actually.
No, you haven't gone to Harry Potter.
I have not.
You never tried the butterbeer?
No.
Aw.
I never understood the hype around that shit, but that's just me. Anyway, that's a topic for another day. But
so you watched Harry Potter,
the Harry Potter two-parter. I've seen
the Twilight.
I've never seen the Twilight one.
I've seen...
Oh gosh, what if we ever go through that franchise? Oh Lord, I'm gonna hate dealing with that.
I've seen...
I feel like that's gonna be so boring.
I've seen the Hobbit.
The only ones I've seen...
But it was like... I think it was the second and the third one that was like the two-parter. Not really so much the first one. I think... It's a trilogy though, so I don't know. I just remember the second one ending so ambiguously. And with an Ed Sheeran song.
I get it. But anyway, like...
And then Spider-Verse.
We haven't seen the second part, but... Because technically the second and third movie are supposed to be parts.
Yes. Even
though they're two separate movies, in my opinion. So it's
but like when you put them together, you can...
I get it.
You'll be able to watch all three of them.
I know. But my opinion's probably going to change once that happens, but compared to all the ones I've seen that were two-parters, I feel like they handled this one a lot better than a lot of them.
Yeah.
In my opinion. This one definitely handled the whole two-parter thing a lot better, personally, because they're not like, oh, it's this, part 1, this, part 2. First off, they made it 2 separate movies, but they're going together.
Mm-hmm.
And shit like that. And I liked that they did that. Because most of the time when they do, like, the final movies or something, they're like, oh, let's make this part 1, and oh, let's make this part 2. I always hated that. And now, like, this is the only exception to it. They at least made 2 separate movies that went together.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked that. I thought that was great. What about you? Do you agree with that?
I mean, I mean, it was nice. I like that they took a chance with it, and they became one of the most marketable movies ever made. So
honestly, I will agree on that.
But
one.
I think Marvel was always gonna be a hit, no matter what.
For most people,
I'm more about the emotions that it gave me, and trust me, I will. I mean, Thor Ragnarok is still my favorite Marvel movie that I've seen.
Yeah, I know.
And these two right here, I would probably put, well, watching it again. Actually, I would probably put them both on the same level and put them both, like, as my second. Like,
yeah,
both
I
1
can
and
see
2
that.
as my second. And then, I don't know. I can't think of any other ones that I, like, enjoyed all the way through.
But yeah, basically, like, it's just one of those things to where, is it interesting? Yes. Do I feel like, am I personally hyped over it? Not really, because it's not really my cup of tea. Most of the characters I like aren't even
You
from...
think you would have, if you would have been in that theater and if you would have saw a bunch of screaming fanboys, would you have, like...
I don't know how I honestly would have reacted. I
You
probably just watched it and just be like...
It was the same when we went to go see Avengers.
Because
people didn't think that Avengers was going to happen, and it did.
A lot of people think shit wasn't going to happen, and it does. Like, I feel like that's everybody nowadays. Like, oh, this ain't going to happen. It happens. Oh, this ain't going to happen.
It's been so saturated to the point of, like, we're done. We don't want any more.
Even though, like, I don't mind them still making comic book movies. I still think it's a good idea. But am I personally interested in a lot of them? Kind of depends.
Make more they make more, like, high quality
animated ones like Spider-Verse.
Animated Spider-Verse. Like, if they would have made that Batman Beyond woman, wouldn't that have been fucking cool?
That would have been awesome. Like, we need more animated, like, spectaculars like that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they might eventually go back to Batman Beyond, maybe. I feel like they could.
But, like, you know, DC doesn't want to take a fucking chance.
Which
at
is
least
kinda
Marvel has taken chances.
Yeah, like...
At least Marvel can, like, partner, like, you know, with... Who was X-Men owned by? Fox?
Yeah.
They can at least partner up with Fox and make, like, you know, bring X-Men back, you know?
Because personally for me, like, only movies I really like, because I wasn't really, like, a Marvel DC fan, and I'm not really a Marvel DC fan.
Yeah.
The only ones I really like
are
like, X-Men, honestly. Like, X-Men, I think, is the only one I actually like. And as I told before, Wolverine has been my favorite. Obviously, one of the reasons I like X-Men was because of Wolverine. I like him, and I like Hugh Jackman playing Wolverine. Why do you think I'm excited for fucking Deadpool Wolverine? And also, I like the Deadpool movies. Honestly.
I did not, but maybe adding Hugh Jackman would be better.
I'm excited. Like, I'll talk about this really briefly before we continue, but I'm genuinely excited for 2 of my favorite superheroes to be in one fucking movie. I'm honestly very excited to have, first off, Hugh Jackman reprising his role as Wolverine.
He's supposed to be dead.
I know, but that actually makes me so fucking happy.
Okay.
And second, I'm actually happy that we're getting another Deadpool movie. I love the Deadpool franchise, in my opinion. I think it's honestly amazing. And I geek out about it every time, like, I go to the fucking theater. So, I'm genuinely excited for this next one. and seeing what they do with it.
You're just excited to see it with me.
I'm also excited to see it with you because
you wanted to watch a Deadpool movie in theaters with me.
Yes, for so fucking long. Literally, they came out every few years, and it's like I didn't get to see the first two with you, so like I get to finally see one with you in theaters, and I'm very excited for it.
You're cute.
But anyway, eventually we will be doing a podcast on the Deadpool franchise, including the new movie coming out. So that will definitely be something coming out hopefully in the next like few months.
That's cool.
Is the plan. But anyway, so what did you think of these two-parters?
What did I think? I just told you. They're good. They're really, really, really good stand-alone movies. And I'm pretty sure for finale fanatics, they were amazing. Top 10 out of 10, yada yada. They're fanboy movies. I don't know what else I can say about them. And they're good movies regardless of being fanboy movies.
Well,
which
okay,
is rare for me.
So I want to know your opinion, though.
What?
Which one do you think was better? Do you think the first part was better, the second part, or just the whole movie as a whole?
I liked the first part because of how much Thanos was just being a fucking asshole. Like, honestly,
Thanos is a fucking asshole. I hate Thanos.
I fucking hate him.
Honestly,
I wish he would have stuck that glove up his ass.
Honestly, yeah. I will agree. I think both parts are good, but I will admit, though, Thanos was a big asshole, honestly. Like, he was a huge ass.
That's why I liked when he got killed twice.
I still can't believe he got killed twice. He got nuked twice.
Yes.
But
so did Vision, so that
was different, though. At least with Vision, it was different.
That was different.
He sadly didn't come back.
Yeah, he didn't come back.
Thanos apparently fucking came back. Even though it was technically...
past Thanos.
You get my point. He still came back. Anyway, what else did you... Okay, so one thing I definitely did like about the movies was I liked a lot of the quips, honestly.
You like the quips?
Honestly. Like, a lot of the jokes that they did in both these movies... More in the first one than the second, if I had to pick. Honestly made me laugh, because some of them are honestly really fucking funny. Like,
Marvel can be funny, but they can be also annoying. Like,
I feel like they dragged it on in some areas. Like I mentioned before, like, the pacing is not the best in some areas.
That's why
like,
I just don't, I don't care for the Deadpool humor. I
like the Deadpool humor. It's funny.
I don't like I don't like the very... I don't like quips when it's happening. Like, I don't like clips when it's happening over and over and over and over again to where that's just a character. Like, you know.
I get it. But still, I like it. But the quips in this were actually really funny, though. A lot of them were actually creative. And I will give that to Marvel and stuff like that. That is something I do find interesting about the franchise. Some of them are honestly kind of funny. Mm-hmm. But I feel like isn't personally my cup of tea? No. Honestly, no. But do I at least have an appreciation that it brought people together? Yeah. It did bring people together at least. And I do think it is an interesting movie to watch. Like, I don't really have that much to say about it, honestly. Like, compared to, like, some other shit I've seen, like, do I think it's good? Yes. Do I feel like it's worth how long it took to do this? What?
Nothing. Continue.
It took forever for them to actually, like, get through the movie and stuff. I feel like a lot of the shit that they did could have been solved in a shorter time span. I feel like they kind of dragged some of it out.
Really?
Some parts. Like, can we at least...
Yeah, they could have edited some things down a little bit, but I feel like for a long movie, like, it was perfectly... It was fine. Like, the pacing was fine to me.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Like, it was fine to me. And you know me, I complain about pacing like a motherfucker.
I know.
But I thought it was fine to me. You know, it kept me engaged with like the action and stuff, and it didn't feel like action fatigue. So, you know, it was cool. It was pretty sweet, I should say.
Yeah, I'll agree with you on that one.
Pretty dope.
So I guess one other thing I do want to ask would be, would you watch something? Do you think they would do something like this again in the future? Because I feel like this is just kind of...
fuck yeah. Someone, somewhere is going to do something like this again. And it's going to be as big, if not bigger. It doesn't have to be superheroes. But it would happen.
I feel like that's kind of where it's going with the Spider-Verse ones.
It will happen. Oh, well...
Kinda. But...
That's only if...
The second movie turns out better.
Because it did, like, the second movie did do better than the first one because of, like, in box office. I don't want to say not by much because it's still, like...
About the same.
I don't know. We're still living in a time where people just don't want to go to the fucking movie theater, like, at all.
Which is kind of sad because, you know...
Maybe, yeah, I have a feeling that the third one will probably be the one that people will go out and see in theaters because it is... mandatory for people to go see that shit, you know?
Especially because, like, it's continuing from the last movie. Like, why wouldn't you, like, do that at this point? Because at this point, like, it ended on such a cliffhanger that I'm surprised that it hasn't gotten, like more hype and stuff. But then again, it's taking a while, which I don't complain about because... Take as long as they need, especially because they rushed out the movie, supposedly. Like, they had to
They rushed out this movie, too, probably. Like, the amount of effects and VFX animators that are, like, working on fucking Marvel and, like, you know, it's not just fucking, it's literally every single VFX artist. It's like, you know, they all have to work their asses off to make sure that these movies look good.
Yeah.
And it's like, give your
animators and stuff a break.
Give your people time to work on the movie that's going to make you $1 billion fucking dollars.
Yeah.
Like, give them time, goddammit. Come on, my guy.
But yeah, other than that, to me, it was alright. Like, it's not bad. It's just...
You just don't connect with them.
I don't really connect with the fucking Marvel franchise.
And you were mostly confused, like, hey, what's this?
I was confused for, like, a lot of it because some of the movies I haven't seen, or I haven't seen in so long.
I haven't barely seen anything
I
either.
think the only ones I've seen out of all the ones that they had on there, I think I've at least seen, like, maybe, like, 4 tops. Like, I've seen the Iron Man ones. I've seen the older Spider-Man, but not the newest one. Mm-hmm. Like, not the not the Tom Holland one. I couldn't think of his name for a second. I never saw the Tom Holland ones. Yeah, I've only seen, like, the Tobey Maguire ones, but that was, like, a very long time ago. I'm trying to think what other ones I've seen. I've seen Thor Ragnarok because, 1, you showed me that.
Yes.
And 2, I remember watching it. And, like, a few other ones here and there. But, like, I haven't seen much of the franchise. Well, of the cinematic universe that they fucking did. Like, I haven't seen a lot of it. I've only seen a chunk of them. So and, like, the Iron Man movies came out so fucking long ago. Like, they literally came out, like, 2000-something. Like, they're that old now. And also, like, I'm not really the biggest, like, Marvel person, honestly.
I know. I'm not either, but
I will say this,
guaranteed you that these movies were good.
But they are good.
Like, at least, like, Endgame was...
And honestly, this was good. Like, is it good? Is it the best ones I've seen from Marvel? Probably, but not by much. Like,
well, what's still your best superhero movie you've seen?
From Marvel?
Like, anything.
Like the ones I've told you. A lot of the Wolverine movies I genuinely liked. The Deadpool movies I like. I think the first Deadpool's honestly pretty good. Second one's still good, but not by much. Mm-hmm. About the same. I like the Wolverine one where they go to Japan. I forgot which one that was. That one was fun. And, like, X-Men Origins Wolverine, that's the movie that got me to fall in love with Wolverine.
Really?
Yes!
Origins?
Yes. That's the movie. Yes, I'm not joking. That's the movie that got me...
You fell in love with the shitty version?
Unfortunately, that's the one I grew up with. But it got better. It got better.
Okay.
Anyway.
But then you saw the light, right?
Yes, I saw the light. Do I still like Wolverine? Yes.
I saw the sun.
Shush. Shush. Oh, she's sorry. I'm being mean.
You're fine.
I'm being too mean. Anyway, okay, I don't really have much else to say about this, to be completely honest with you.
I'm trying.
Do you have anything else to say about it? Because I
just wanted to see your reaction to this, because it was like...
I genuinely thought it was alright. Like, it's not bad. It's not great.
Mari says all you fanboys suck.
No! That's not what I'm saying.
Mari doesn't like Marvel fanboys. Confirmed.
Okay, shut up! Honey, I love you, but
it's confirmed.
Listen.
They would have booed in the theater.
No, I wouldn't have done that. I'm just saying it's not my cup of tea. I don't care if people like the Marvel shit. If you like the Marvel shit, that's good for you.
If you like baby trash.
Okay, shush. Personally, for me, it's not my cup of tea.
Okay.
Did I think it was interesting? Yes. I can understand the hype around it. I have a respect for the hype around it, at least.
Okay.
But would I personally go out to watch this again? Probably not.
Okay.
Also, it was way too fucking long. It was way too fucking long, in my opinion. They should have not made it almost 5 hours.
But it was an event.
It was an event. But still, it doesn't need to be 5 hours. The most I'm willing... If I saw this in the theaters, I probably would have walked out halfway through. Because I would have had to go to the bathroom halfway through. Because, like...
And then you would come your ass back here.
Be like, what the fuck happened while I was gone?
What did I miss?
And I probably would have been like...
And I'd be like, oh, you missed the part where they went into the time vortex, and then they had to get... And then one of them had to get the crystals, but one of them got away, and then...
And I'm like, what are you talking about? And then I'd be, like, so confused. So, like, this is a kind of movie that is better to watch at home, honestly, compared to the theaters. Especially because you're sitting there for, like, hours.
It was crazy, though, when I went to go see it. Oh, my God. People were, like, fucking high-fiving each other. People were yelling and screaming at the fucking screen.
Lord.
And it was just, like, every time someone popped up, they're like,
oh, good Lord.
Screaming like fucking raptors in there, I swear to God. And I saw that with my family, by the way, so I didn't even give them the ambiguity of, like, just going by myself. I had to take my fucking family to this nerd shit.
Oh, my goodness. But anyway, it's interesting. It's not bad. It's not good, in my opinion, but it's interesting.
Yeah.
But that's really all I have to say about it, if I'm being completely honest.
It's interesting. It's okay. But that's all I have to say. And therefore, what's your rating? What's your rating? Yeah, what is your rating?
Okay, so I'm going to rate the first one, the second one, and then together as a whole, because...
Okay.
That's how we're going to do this, because it's technically 2 parts of the same thing. Mm-hmm. So we're going to rate the first one, the second one, and then together as a whole.
Okay.
First one, I liked it honestly a bit better than the second. Like, in some aspects. Mm-hmm. Both were good, but if I had to rate the first one's probably going to be like a 6 out of 10. I thought it was alright. Like, I liked a lot of the quips. That actually kept me going for most of it.
That's funny.
The quips is literally what kept me engaged for, like, most of the fucking movies. And I did like some of the moments that you did show me beforehand. Like, some of those are honestly, like, interesting.
Yeah. What did you feel about everybody being blown away?
That pissed me off so much. I actually was not expecting that. Like, I knew it was gonna fucking happen, but I was not ready for it. I was not fucking ready for that. And that, like, the stuff that got me in the first one, Vision did not need to fucking die. They could have done something else to make him not fucking die, and they fucking ruined it. He dead now. Still, I was pissed off about that. And you just literally did the cup thing just for the thing.
Yes, I did.
But personally, for me, they could have done something else.
And then what about Tony Stark's death?
I will get to that in a minute.
Okay.
But yeah, first movie I give it a 6 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Second movie, I liked the third act, honestly. That was the best part about the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like that they had to keep doing all the time travel shit, but I know why they did it and stuff like that. Also, poor Thor got a dad bod, and that was honestly really funny.
It was funny.
He had him having a dad bod. Not the fact that he was having like a mental health crisis. That was sad. But just the fact that he got a dad bod out of it, and he's basically playing
That's
Fortnite.
what I liked about this movie. They treated it like with
sincerity,
but
they also made it
like,
funny.
People have PTSD now because all the shit that keeps happening. You know, like all the people that went away 5 years ago, they're still dealing with it.
Yeah, like at least they handled that pretty well, because I didn't know how they were going to take that, and I'm glad that they took it the way they did. But still, 5 fucking years later?
Mm-hmm.
5
years?
I didn't think it was going to take that long. I thought, oh, this is going to be like a year or 2.
Years?
Okay, shush.
Sorry.
I thought it was going to be like a few months to like 2 years at the max, but 5 fucking years? I will say this, though. I do appreciate the Hulk in this movie compared to the first one. Him actually like controlling, I guess, the Hulk part of him actually made me appreciate him a bit more, because I thought that was actually cool that he actually got to finally like figure it out.
Now he's nerdy Hulk.
Yeah, and I kind of like nerdy Hulk. I think it's better. Nerdy Hulk is better in my opinion.
And now they go do She-Hulk, which a lot of people...
Just sad, because that has so
my
much potential.
God.
But anyway, that's a story for another day. Second one, there was a few parts I did like, though. Like, I did like that Gamora's sisters actually, like, trying to help everybody. Mm-hmm. I was not expecting that either. I like that they actually, like... I'm trying to figure out how to explain it. Like, second movie, some stuff I did like about the second movie. The quips were still good. Not as good as the first one, but the quips were still good. Mm-hmm. The only one I think I can think of that I really liked was the fact that Ant-Man kept taking that girl's PB&J. She made that sandwich for herself, and he took it, and I was mad. And that made me upset. I was like, why are you taking her sandwich? What?
That you were like, that immediately when you start the movie, you're like, is that Green Arrow?
Shut up! I haven't seen Hawkeye in a very long time.
You were like, is that Green Arrow? And I had to pause it and I'd be like, honey,
I forgot.
Honey, are you okay?
I forgot.
Are you a little
his
dumb?
Name?
Are you a
Damn, why do you think
are you a little dum-dum right now?
Okay, you shut up. I personally could not remember.
Clearly it's fucking Hawkeye, and you were like, Green Arrow! Green Arrow!
Shut up! Oh my gosh.
I'm like, god damn, I don't think that is even the same company, is it?
I don't think so.
I don't even know.
I couldn't remember, okay?
Oh my God.
Shush. Anyway.
Green Arrow.
Now, getting to the point with Tony Stark's death, yes, this movie's been out for forever. There are spoilers. If you have not seen it at this point...
Too late, we already spoiled the shit.
We already spoiled it anyway. But that definitely got me. Probably not as much as you. You cried 4 times in this whole ass movie! You cried 4 times!
Shut up.
I'm sorry, am I being too mean?
No, but shut up.
Okay, his death honestly got to me, but I will say this. Out of all the quips in the second one, besides the one where they took the PB&J, the best one was when Tony Stark had the Infinity Stones and he said, I am Iron Man. That was like the best fucking part. But also, can we please appreciate that Tom Holland looks up to Tony Stark? That made me sad.
I know. It did.
Like, I felt bad. I haven't even watched Tom Holland Spider-Man. But that got me.
Yeah.
That got me. And I'm like...
It makes me want to go watch...
Eventually, maybe go see what the hype is.
Because you don't even like the original live-action Spider-Man.
I like it enough. Like, I've seen the first one. I've seen a little bit of the second, and I wasn't really that big on it. But it was a long fucking time ago. Like,
I've never seen either of them.
I've only seen a little bit. I've never seen that much of it, and I don't know why. But anyway, other than that, and the third act is honestly the best part. Mm-hmm. Other than that, I had a good time with it. Enough to where I was engaged for the whole thing and didn't get bored. So that's a plus.
Yes.
I also like that Thor got to see his mom. That also made me happy. Like, that genuinely made me happy.
It made my being so happy.
But other than that, it was alright. It wasn't bad. Was it a good climax to the whole thing? Yes.
It was just some dumb nerd shit, but I had fun with the dumb nerd shit.
I don't mind dumb nerd shit. You're making it like I don't like dumb nerd shit. I love dumb nerd shit.
You're a geek.
I like stuff like that. It's just, I was never that big into Marvel. Yeah. So, and I have tried. I just can't get into it.
Besides these?
I've seen like 4 or 5 of them. I couldn't get into it.
Okay.
I really couldn't. I tried. I have tried for years to get into this. Like, fucking Marvel Cinematic Universe. I couldn't. I have tried. Only exception is Spider-Verse. That's it.
It's like Magic the Gathering. You couldn't get into it.
Shush. But for the second one, I would probably honestly give it a 6.5. It's a little bit better than the first one, but like by like half a point. Mm-hmm. They're about the same to me. And in general, the movie as a whole is like a 6 for me. Like, if you really like Marvel, you're going to enjoy this. If you're not that big into Marvel like me, I don't know if you're going to be into it or not, but at least, for the most part, I genuinely got like a little bit of enjoyment out of it, but it's kind of meh to me. Like, not bad, not good, but just I'm kind of indifferent about it. But what about you?
I would give part 1 a 8 out of 10. I will give the second part a 7 out of 10. And then
what about it as a whole?
As a whole, it is it's a 7.5.
Okay, I can understand that. The first one was a bit better. Yeah. Compared to the second, but at least I liked the third act, so at least that kind of made up for it. But anyway, you have anything else to say before we're done?
You all are a bunch of fucking nerds.
But I'm probably gonna start working on the thumbnail and stuff. We'll see.
Drown in your gamer subs.
Okay, shush. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. It's a bit of a longer video, which I hope you guys enjoy, but depending on what this thumbnail is going to be, this is going to take me fucking forever. Mm-hmm. We'll see if I even start it tonight at this point. It's going to depend on how I'm feeling. Yeah. Because this movie honestly wore me out. These 2 movies in general wore me out. I just want to watch YouTube videos, to be honest. Okay. Excuse me. Damn.
But you kept farting.
Can we not talk about that on the podcast?
You like, when you got up, you were like...
Shut up.
I'm like, Connie, you need to go relieve yourself. God
Shut up.
The bathroom's right there.
Jay, why are you talking about that?
Because it was funny every time I had to pause the movie and never I had to get up and you were like...
I had gas. What do you want? Anyway, thank you guys.
You had gas because this movie was so awesome.
Shut up. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Ignore Jay and his little booty self, but I hope you guys enjoy your evening, and stop with the tongue thing. You've been doing that so much. Anyway, I'm Mari.
I'm Jay.
And we're out. Stop doing the tongue thing.